Let's talk about Chelsea Football Club today. It is always a pleasure to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea is a lovely club, a club that means a lot to many people. So, first of all, let's start with the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup have now arrived at the Stamford Bridge. This is a huge one. Like, I saw the cup standing, beam. Stamford Bridge don't witness trophies. So Stamford Bridge don't be small bridge. That bridge, yeah, that bridge. The trophies are that bridge. That bridge have witnessed some iconic trophies. Upon that, the Stamford Bridge is a small stadium, but the collection of trophies that small stadium have witnessed is outrageous. The trophy is already in Stamford Bridge. It's now, if you walk into Stamford Bridge now, not even in the dressing room, not even in the trophy cabinet, Chelsea kept it in the stadium with a stand. So people that are coming, for stadium tour will have opportunity to witness this iconic trophy. Chelsea is the first club and the only club that have won the Club World Cup. Remember, any other team that have told you they won the Club World Cup, this is no longer true. FIFA renamed the former Club World Cup and named it Intercontinental Cup. So everybody will rename that trophy in their stadium. The only place you see Club World Cup is at Chelsea Football Club. And that is massive. The pioneers, the first, the team that first of all brought that trophy home. And for Chelsea fans to think that, a lot of Chelsea fans don't really know what Chelsea achieved. PSG is on course of winning every trophy available. Every trophy PSG competed for, they were winning everything until they jammed Chelsea. Do you know what that means? Win Ligue 1, win Coupe de France, win their Super Cup or whatever, win Champions League, everything. They just jammed Chelsea. Chelsea just stopped them. Without Chelsea, PSG would have completed football in one season. This is how important what Chelsea did was massive. And Chelsea being the first club to win that Club World Cup. And then the first club in England. The first club in the world. That is massive. Enzo Maresca, that is a good one. And then going into transfers, Chelsea are now negotiating with Atletico de Madrid for the sale of Viega. Remember, I told you before, if you follow me on YouTube, like if you're not subscribed, please quickly go and subscribe because a lot of things are coming up. I told you before that Chelsea want a 40 million package, according to reports. Chelsea right now have rejected the first bid of Atletico de Madrid. They came back now and offered 35 million. They are still 5 million short from what Chelsea wanted from Viega. Chelsea are pushing them, asking them to invest more, give more, try to offer more. They are now in conversation. Viega have said yes, total yes to Atletico de Madrid. He wants to play for Diego Simeone. He wants to play with other players. He wants to play with good players at Atletico de Madrid. But Chelsea are saying before we let you go, we must receive what we deserve. And Chelsea are well within their right to be able to ask that. When it comes to loan, Chelsea have sent Mamadou Sarr back to Strasbourg. If you follow me, I reported this yesterday. Has been sent back to Strasbourg. He signed 8-year deal and was now sent to Strasbourg. I want to talk to Chelsea fans specifically about the Strasbourg project. This is a masterclass by Todd Boehly. If you listen to the reports that Eintracht Frankfurt have generated 265 million from Moani, from Mamouche, from Ekitike, these players they bought a combine of 16 million in the last 2 years. You don't understand? So this Strasbourg is a master buy by Todd Boehly. They can buy younger players. No more opportunity for these clubs like Eintracht Frankfurt to fleece Chelsea. Buy younger players, send them there. Right now, why Chelsea are still buying all these João Pedro? Because those younger players that are sending there, they are not yet at that level. Don't worry. With time, you see those players can repairs, all these guys, they will start growing. Chelsea will not have the need of rushing to go and buy all these players again. It will be maybe one or two buy, then use the ones you have. And even sell to other clubs. If you heard Mikel Arteta say that Chelsea have one of the best players in the world. They say Chelsea have a lot of good players that they don't care even if they keep buying from Chelsea because they don't care about where the player they are buying plays for. They are interested in the quality of the players, and he complimented Chelsea. And this is to show you an important thing. Mikel Arteta have said congratulations to Chelsea for winning the Club World Cup. He said it's not an easy one. He said Chelsea did very well. And he now said that they will keep on buying from Chelsea because Chelsea have, a good squad. So Chelsea will continue to supply other teams, superstars, to be able to go forward. And this is an important one for Chelsea fans to know. So whenever you hear Chelsea buying young players, stop fidgeting, stop worrying. There is a grand scheme of plan behind what they're doing. Kendry Pires is now going to Strasbourg. Kendry Pires will go there and play. Then Amogu is already signed there. Sa is going there. Meaning that Asemino will no longer go there because there is There's a limitation of number of players you can send on loan. So Asemino will now find the solution. Chelsea will find a solution for Asemino for another club. They can no longer send him to Strasbourg, but they can send him. But Chelsea can send him to another club, and this is an important one. So we'll keep an eye on this one, and we'll be seeing as he goes. For the talk of Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson have been attracting interest. Chelsea want to sell Nicholas Jackson for 100 million. I don't blame Chelsea. Because if you read the latest stats that came out, Nicholas Jackson made more sprints than any other player in the Premier League. So you will get pressing from Nicholas Jackson. You will get counter attack. Nicholas Jackson led more counter attack than any other, 8 more than any other player in the Premier League with all the injuries. So Chelsea are looking at the price of Ekitike, looking at the price they are asking for Shesko, looking at all these things. Chelsea are in a better position. Chelsea are no longer under pressure to sell. That's why Chelsea are saying 100 million package. Of course, they can bring it down a little bit, but it's good they set the bar very high. If you're coming, you know that you're not coming with all these 30 million, 40 million. Chelsea will not entertain that. If you have 30 million, go and buy Broja. Broja or that Trofofana. That's the only player you can be able to buy. And for the fact that Chelsea signed the lab for 30 million, oh my God. This deal is crazy. 30 million. That is one of the best deals. Do you know that if not that, the club the lab is playing for went on relegation, those guys would have asked for at least 50 million because the guy is full of potential. I see him as a future hurricane. Remember this statement. This is where I see him. And I know he will achieve that. He will soon enter England national team. You watch. He will go to the World Cup. You will see. But then this is an incredible one. This is an important one. So Nicholas Jackson for 100 million. And then let's see what Chelsea were able to do. Another player that we have to talk about is João Felix. It looks as if João Felix is planning to return to Benfica. According to multiple reports in different media in Portugal, they are trying to sign João Felix, but they are trying to offer between 20 to 25 million. But what they are planning to do here is that Chelsea will still own 50% of the player. So if they give Chelsea 25 million, sign João Felix, it means that Chelsea will still hold 50%. So whenever they sell João Felix or whatever happens, Chelsea will get 50% of whatever they make. So they are trying to make this kind of arrangement. João Felix is open to returning to Benfica, where he started his career. Let's see whether this one can be able to materialize. Let's see whether it will happen. There's also a report that the Sassi was attracting interest from Saudi guys. Is he in Geme FC? There's one club from Saudi that is interested in signing the Sassi, but the talk cooled down. But Chelsea are actively working or talking or conversing with a lot of intermediaries when it comes to selling of players. Chelsea is in a position where a lot of clubs are rushing Chelsea players. You can't call any Chelsea player that we say they are completely off, like they don't have any skill set. Chelsea have quality players. João Felix is still a quality player, even though he's not able to play for Chelsea, but he's still a top player. You ask about Viega. Viega is young. He's a top player. The Sassi can still play, for a lot of clubs. And the good thing is that their wage is not too high to put off the likes of, Benfica. Do you know that if João Felix's salary is about maybe 400, 350, Benfica can sign him. They'll be talking about loan. So Chelsea are holding on. Chelsea are saying, buy João Felix, buy him. And Chelsea are very right Chelsea are within their right to ask for that. The same thing with Kane Chukwuemeka. Chelsea are putting off all the loan offer because Borussia Dortmund don't want to pay. Every time they will bring in loan. Looking for players, they will sign for loan. Sancho loan, this one loan. But if you rush their player, they will say 60 million. Look at how much they collected for Gittins. Chelsea are now saying, no more loan for Kane Chukwuemeka. Bring money. Buy him. Chelsea are now rejecting all efforts. So we'll see whether Borussia Dortmund can be able to come and buy Kane Chukwuemeka. They love him. They want him, but they don't want to pay. Chelsea are now forcing them, pushing them. You must pay. Commit something and take it for full. Go and use him as you want. Don't come and want to, enjoy where you don't. You don't. So, those kind of things. So we are watching that one closely. Then when it comes to Xavi Simons, Chelsea are interested in these 3 players. Xavi Simons, Garnacho, Yildiz, Morgan Rogers, these 4 players. Chelsea are looking for players that can play multiple positions. And one is Xavi Simons. In fact, there's a lot of reports from Germany that the most probable club that Xavi Simons will go to will be Chelsea. And I see a lot of Chelsea fans thinking that Xavi Simons will cover the space for Gittins. I think they don't play the same position. Xavi Simons can do a job on the wing, but I see Xavi Simons as like number 10 or attacking midfielder. That can also do a wing job when he's needed. I think when Chelsea sign him, he'll be used when Enzo Maresca wants to, compact the central area, like make sure that the opponent do not go forward. But it's going to be difficult for him actually, because if you look at the positions, you can't keep Enzo Fernandez out of the team. You can't keep Cole Palmer out of the team to play him. And Estava Williams is going to play. The only way you factor in Xavi Simons in number 10 is, Cole Palmer play on the wing. like he played in the Club World Final, and then Xavi Simons play number 10, and then there will still be other players. But if Kopama and Estava Williams are going to play, then Xavi Simons will be shifted to the left. So let's see whether Chelsea can be able to make the move. If you ask me, I don't see a clear pattern for him to be able to have continuous starting 11 in the Chelsea squad, because Enzo Fernandez is there, Kopama is there. So these two players are like almost constant. But let's see what Enzo Maresca will be able to do if he is that solution, because Chelsea are also looking at Garnacho. So if Chelsea are getting Garnacho, it means that Xavi Simons is not going to come. If Chelsea are getting Garnacho, Garnacho will now be fighting with Gittins. And a lot of people are thinking Simons will stop Gittins from developing. I don't think so. One thing I love about Enzo Maresca is that man is constantly changing formation. He doesn't play one formation week in, week out. And he changes players. He tries to refresh them. There are only few players that are constant players in Enzo Maresca setup. Players like Kopama, Enzo Fernandez, probably Moises Caicedo. Every other person in that team is constantly being rotated if you watch. And probably Levi Colwill. But then, let's see as that one works. Garnacho might work with maybe a swap with Nkunku, or if Manchester United want Nicholas Jackson. Then Kenan Yildiz is another important player that is playing for Juventus. You see what he did at the Club World Cup. The guy can dribble. The guy can run with the ball. The guy is too good. Let's see what Chelsea can be able to do. Then Morgan Rogers is another monster of half space. In fact, Chelsea are linked with literally some top players. If as a Chelsea fan, between Garnacho, Xavi Simons, Morgan Rogers, and Kenan Yildiz, which of these players would you want Chelsea to sign? If Nicholas Jackson leaves and Nkunku leaves, it means that Chelsea will likely still bring maybe one or two players. But let's see what is going to happen. But it's an important one. Chelsea boys are having fun, relaxing, no preseason until August. But then August is almost here. Let me know what to think in the comment section. This is Chelsea Gist. Remember, if you're not subscribed or not, following us on this channel, remember to follow. If you need football, just slide into our DM.